Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hola, hola. Can you all hear me? Can you? Hopefully you can. I'm sorry that I'm a couple of minutes late. Um, so you guys have probably heard me talking about this before. A lot of people, well, my mom and my kids, they're saying that they don't notice it, but at the end of the day, it's something that is a real, obviously, I've talked about it. I don't know if you can see it, but um, I have a skin condition that's developing and it's getting worse. So, if you were at the retreat with us last year in June, in the midst of having fun, all of a sudden I started turning into a vampire and my forehead started like burbling up and things. And I don't know, I thought every time I went into the sun, it kind of exacerbated it and things. Obviously, we've had some awesome weather, and I've been out in it, and I keep saying that I think that I'm allergic to the sun. You know, other people are saying no, it's sunburn and things, and I don't know if it, because it's peeling, but my sister Jean Glaze, she is telling me that black people can, get sunburn as well. So I just wanted to make sure, kind of went over that, and I, kind of brought that out. So just before I go on, I'm always just real self-conscious about it, and yeah, it's making lives difficult. Now, don't get me wrong. Because when I started, I never went live. I hardly ever showed my face. And now, 98.2% of the time, you'll probably see my face. Every once in a while, especially if I'm diamond painting, you'll see, I'll have a camera over my diamond painting and things like that. Um, but it does make it difficult, to connect with the audience. I did get feedback from one of the audience members, and they definitely said that they enjoy, seeing their YouTube, whoever they're watching, the what is it, host. They definitely enjoy seeing the host and things. So I do have, two cameras, but unfortunately tonight I'm not diamond painting and things like that. And I've just been really down and things. I've heard that this could be as a result of stress. I've heard a lot of different things. So I don't know. I've tried a couple of different medications. So at first, we wondered if it was eczema. Definitely it's not eczema. Whew, the medication that we were trying to treat what we thought were eczema, that flared up. So we had to move over. Then there was either rosacea or psoriasis. And so I'm at a point where I'm like, well, let me heal from, trying the eczema because this was like I believe it was last Wednesday or Thursday. And so I needed to heal because this, like, it was burning, it was on fire. And I was like, let me heal before we try anything additional. And then, I'm hearing everybody has great suggestions. I'm hearing, oh, give Botox a try. Not sure, I'll be scared to do any of that, but we'll see. We'll see. I just wanted to share that with you guys because although it's not something that is I don't think it's life threatening or anything like that, it is still impacting to me, and it's making me sad. And it's making me real self-conscious. When I go to visit family or something, we have family that came in because it was Easter, and I'm just real self-conscious. So the whole time, I'm trying to. I'm walking with my head down, to be honest, because I don't want to see it. I see my sister who hasn't checked in. You guys all know that Botox is great stuff. Okay. Um, Rebecca, where you been? And how come we haven't heard from you? Um, yeah. See what we gotta go through? She checks out. She let us know she was leaving, and that was the last time. Still waiting. We're still waiting to know you arrived, to see the pictures, to see the sights as you arrive. What's going on? Hmm? Ah, so let's see. I'm trying to get so I can read the chat. I can't read the chat from here. So a couple of seconds. Again, I do apologize. Here we go. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everybody is well. Hopefully you're all doing well. You guys are getting like a real, this camera is angle. Wow. I can see, is that a gray, that's a gray hair. And it's like, okay, here we go. I can see the chat. So now let's see. I'm gonna go back and sorry about that. Okay. Can you hear me? Hope you can. Here we go. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Hi. Rochelle's here. I'm driving home. I hope you're well. Oh, there's Rebecca. Hey, hey, I'm in a hotel after having dinner. We'll be headed home tomorrow. She, we missed the whole trip, Rebecca. Is that what I'm hearing you say? Hi, Billy. This is Billy Anderson, guys. Just so you're aware, I don't want you guys to think it's the other Billy. Hi, Tammy. Look at she's saying hi to everyone. Dip in time. Yes, everyone can sunburn. That's what Jean's telling me. And it does flare up once I've been in the sun, but I just don't know. Like, how come it doesn't? Well, I do have something right here. It hits right here and here. So I don't know, maybe. But I was wondering, like, how come it's not here? How come it's not my neck? We'll see. We'll see. Hello, beautiful Rebecca. No one wants to just look at hands. So, there were two people who were kind of reached out and they were like, can you show your face just one time? So then I showed my face and a lot more people wanted to watch. And so when that happened, I was like, maybe they're on to something. So then I got up to courage. I did it again, and I go with my face pretty often now. It's been about a year. I've been, but before that, I think I was one of the last ones. No, I'm not one of the last ones. Lizzie doesn't like to show her face. She's one of the last ones. Hi, Cats Gallery. Oh, she's been a ski bunny. Yeah, she's been a ski bunny. I'm vacationing in the mountains with very. Oh, I forgot about the internet aspect. All right, you're forgiven, sis. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know. I didn't get a check in or anything. So, I know that you guys know that, behind the scenes, I diamond paint. That is the passion. And I love to, have time to just kind of set aside, but you can lose your, as Mrs. Coffee calls it, mojo for diamond painting. While I don't feel I've lost my mojo for it, I feel like I am putting in so much time and effort at this job of mine, um, that when I get off, I really just want to relax. Like I don't feel like doing anything. And diamond painting has always been a way for me to just kind of escape. And right now, I just need to escape to peace and quiet and serenity with nothing. So some of the things that I tried, because it was hard to go back to diamond painting was cross stitch. And we kind of talked about that on my last show a couple of weeks ago. I didn't go live last week. We talked about that. You can feel stressed and you can, just need a release and just need to get away. So that's what cross stitch was. I used to crochet. I used to make soaps and bath oils and bath bombs. I've done a lot of different crafts. So, about 3 years ago, came into polymer clay. I had already bought clay and I tried to play with it. I was like, oh, this is my next big thing. I'm gonna be making all kind of stuff, jewelry. I'm gonna be making necklaces, charms. Everybody's gonna want what I'm doing. And I played with the clay. It was hard. It was hurting my hands. I have arthritis here and here and here in the shoulder and then this shoulder and then knees and this hip. So I wasn't able to play with the polymer clay. And it was like, and I kind of chucked it in the corner. You know what we do? We buy crafts, we don't use them, and they become great corner holder uppers, as if we needed to hold up corners. But that's what our crafts do, right? So I threw it in a corner. I went to the first retreat where I met Crashly. Crashly had been watching Jeremy, JTMJ Crafts. Hey, Jeremy. Anyway, he had a foray into playing with polymer clay, and he had made some pins where he laid clay. And Crashly, she watched and she decided to give it a try, and she perfected it. She really did a great job. Anyway, we took her class, me and about, I think it was 14, 12 maybe of us. And me and my buddy Billy fell in love. Billy more so than me. He was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning playing with clay. And he kept baking new pins and things like that. It told me, definitely you have something to do now when you go home. Pull out that old clay, see what you can do. You know, I did pull it out. Yay! It was in a corner, it was holding up walls. And so I got to be able to go. Berta says I'm working so much that I have to diamond paint. Just found out today that I still have to travel all of May too. So all of April and May, I'm only home on Saturdays. But hey, everyone. Hi, Berta. Love you. Couple months to see you. Um, so we both fell in love with clay, Billy more so than me. I got home, I got to playing with the clay, and it was definitely the tips and everything that Crashly showed, just renewed that fire and things like that. So I got back to playing and I was like, oh, I'm going to do all kind of stuff. So recently got a chance to kind of go through my old pins, and I'm going to share some of them with you because I remember making these and I've clearly come a long way. One of my first pins that I made, these were coming back from the retreat. They were the good old days where we were making straight pins. I don't know if you guys were on Crashly's live for this catastrophe, but look how beautiful it came out. Uh, so it was a challenge between me and Billy's Crafting Lounge and Crafts with Crashly. We were going to make snowflake canes and then slice them off and turn them into diamond painting pins. This is with the cheap clay that you guys see, and look, 3 years later, it's still, I mean, now it is sticky on the outside because this was back when I was sealing with polyurethane. But it is still beautiful. It's still shiny. This one I didn't put as much, or I put more on. So, and I don't use it often. So that's probably another reason why it's not sticky. But if you guys have had a pen in the past and it was sealed with polyurethane, you kind of know how it softens up and it gets sticky and things. This was before we had the education on moving to resin. Yay, because resin is durable. And not only is it durable, it gives that nice shiny gloss that you need. And, it doesn't get sticky and things over time. It doesn't break down. So that was one of the first pins. One moment, I'll get a couple more. So you guys can see what I was doing sitting here. Some of the other ones, this one was real fun. This one turned sticky, and a few people sent theirs back. And I have a drill, and I resanded them, repolished, and then sent them back. But that time after they were repolished, they were sealed in resin. But these were fun. Ah, still straight. Another one. This one's a little bit longer than the first one. As you can see, there can be two different sizes. Uh-oh. I didn't want it to. There can be two different sizes. The little ones, just to give you reference, these are usually what I call a pom pow, the smaller one. And then the longer ones, I call those a curvy girl size. Obviously, these are straight pins, but just showing you some of the fun. Can't spell tonight. That's all right. Rochelle says, I've been traveling all of April and most of May. I'm looking forward to the June retreats. June's retreat. I can't wait either. uh, Berta says, I do paint some after work. It's 6:23 p.m. right now, and I'm ready for bed. Oh, Billy says, it's pretty. Oh, thank you. Uh, Hi, Crafting and Crime Daily. Brenda says, hi. How have you been, Brenda? Yes, Berta. Long weeks, January through June. Yes, but it makes it all worthwhile when you get home and you can enjoy your family and friends. Some of the other early designs I used to, I mean, this is a color. Brown hues are not successful hues. I'm just going to be honest. Yes, these are canes. These are when I was delving in making canes. I'm not good at canes. I'm much better at marbling, but those were the early days. Here was a different type of clay that I used. I really enjoyed this clay. It was, supposed to be the same, but I was testing these out to see what, makes I like better. And as you can see, this one right here, it just holds the color a lot better. So, and you guys know you can buy those. That's my problem. I feel I'm never home. I like the brown one. Did you really, Berta? I'm sorry. That was Billy. It's scrolling. Tia, I saw Oreo cowtails today. I thought, oh my. I know what you can bring to this retreat. uh, this was one. We did a this was made specific for a fundraiser, and it was for Christmas, and we had people that were bidding on crafting items, and we would ship them out. The bid money went to charity events. And so I thought that was a lot of fun. If anybody has a charity event where they're raising funds, let me know. I would love to come up with something, give me a color scheme, and let me see what I can do to help your event if someone's interested in something that I have. So I did a couple of special ones where I just started throwing. So this was if you can see the red and yellow, I'm not fond of yellow at all, but if you can see it, um, this was the snowflake cane, the one that you saw with the white and blue. I tried it in yellow and red and didn't like how it came out. So I sliced it up and alternated between this blue and white Skinner blend. I just kind of was trying to do something different. I was having fun. How many times have, oh my God, colors. Oh, that's right. Those are Berta's colors. So I know what I'm taking for her. So then, I started to want to do flowers. I wanted to do flowers, not good at flowers, but I said, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to give myself a try. Give it a try. So this is my one and only flower cane. Boy, was it hard. It was just a lot. I'd rather make a hue and then have somebody print out flowers and then apply the flowers and then seal it. I was thinking too much. But I did that. Each individual leaf, I did each individual flower on my own. Another cane, it's a thin pen, but it is a cute cane. It's a cute color combination. Some of the other things that I started to do was I started to, just explore color combos. These were not color combos that were appealing to people. They were like, what is that? Because they weren't appealing and the colors were starting to mesh, that's the beginning of me starting to see, oh, marbling. And I really enjoyed marbling. Here you go, Berta, ear colors. Again, it was a cane. This cane I created, and I ended up making like earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet with the cane. And what I had left over, I just wrapped it on a pin. And let me see. I was testing again different clays. Those were the fun days. Here was one of my first forays trying to marble. I tried. You could see the line, and I didn't like the line showing, so I tried to get better at it so I can hide it. How to line up the pattern and the design. Now this clay right here, this is so sturdy. This came from the the starts with an A. What is it? I can't think of the name, but it's a craft store and they have clay, and I feel like their clay should be considered cheap, but I really do like, their just how their clay lasts and things, how bright and brilliant the colors are. So I here we go again, more, and there we go, trying to marble, but lines and things are appearing. So I had to come up and think about how to use my drill to kind of get a little bit better at what I was doing, more. Again, these are all me trying new and different canes and just wrapping them, onto pins. I'm the type of person, I change my shoes to match my outfit, but change my diamond painting pen to match, the canvas that I'm working on. Even when I'm cross stitching, we have different cover minders that we like to use. So I figured why not, just explore with different designs. I just wanted to share with you. Here's that same cane, but on a thicker pen. I definitely try various sizes. The thicker pens, obviously, they give you better grip, and it extended my hours of diamond painting because there would be days where my wrist would be bothering me and I just couldn't do it. So those were early, early. Then I decided, I'm still not getting all the hours of diamond painting that I should. So here's what came next. Me trying to make the fattest pen I can and then getting a drill out. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Okay. And then started to test different things, different ways. And before you know it, I had, now these, I moved over from the clear plastic clay where you can get 87 colors for one price till I started buying individual colors online like Sculpey. Sculpey's not good for these because it's not sturdy. And anyone who bought from my first iteration knows I love you. I appreciate the support. So too much, So just so you guys are aware, when I created the pins, it was so that they could be held like this. Because coming off of the bump just added, so much comfort. And your hand could rest. If you can see, I don't think you can see, but your fingers could rest in what I call the valleys. So that made them, just more comfortable and resting in between. It gave you control because you could whip it like this. There would be times where I needed to, You could flip it over. I might put a straightener on one end and a 5 or 7 placer on the other end. So I just felt like it gave more control also. But this is the appropriate way to hold it. And a lot of people were holding it in here, and then the pressure, especially with Sculpey clay that they apply, caused the pin to break. And you could tell. Now everyone has a different pressure point when they're diamond painting as it is. And no one knows, but obviously we want to make them so they're sturdy and they can withstand a lot. But the Sculpey 3, the baseline clay, it just wasn't sturdy. No matter the surface that you sealed it with, it wasn't as sturdy. I did have pen testers and I did get a lot of feedback. So obviously, the next thing that you do, you switch so that you can make your product stronger. So I did end up switching. These were a lot sturdier, and I ended up switching over to Primo. So that was a lot of fun. Primo is much more sturdy. And then once I started sealing with UV resin instead of the polyurethane, I saw even more added, strength and things. So as you guys know, green is a favorite color of mine. I definitely had to give it a try. I believe Jean has my sister pen. So we both have. I made two. She has the other one. Alrighty. And then that brings us into, hold on, let me sit these down right here. Little craft desk. So that brings us into last year. Last year I had some fun. I was trying new and different things. Who doesn't want to enhance their craft, keep it going, and things of that nature? So one of the things that I decided to do last year was really explore color palettes. I was getting a lot of people who were giving me their favorites. What is that? Oh man, I can't believe I just did that. I popped in here as a guest on one of my own, and I'm like, oh, I got somebody coming to visit, and it's me. I just, anyway, last year I come up with some new, and different color palettes and things. I shared them with you guys, and we had an awesome time. So one of the favorites I sent out, this is, as you can see, the glitter. It's called the Color of Friendship. This was so fun because it encompassed all of the favorite colors of me and my sisters. You guys see the pink, see the purple. I know you see the glitter. That's Tima. And then the green for me and J Rob. So awesome time, awesome pins. They each got one, and it was just amazing. But yeah, I called it the Color of Friendship. This year, for the friendship, I would love for all of my sisters to be able to join me and we uh, paint the tea time painting that came out. You never know. Hopefully, the next newbie that I created last year, I have been doing what's called the Love is in the Air collab. It was my second year doing it. This year was my third year, and then I had exclusive last year a pin that I call Love is in the Air, and it was a lot of fun, and I wanted to create it. This one is mine. You can tell because on mine I added some bling. Who doesn't like the bling? Bling, bling, bling. So yeah, there's glitter. That is a bronze glitter. So because I wanted the pen to kind of speak, so I didn't want it to be overwhelming. What do you guys think? That was fun, a fun pen. Also last year, this one was fun. My mother created these colors. She likes blues. So these are all blues with some glitter embossed in there. And this one is Ocean, what is it? Ocean Wave, Ocean Breeze, something. Ocean's Wave, I think is what it's called. I have to look it up. All right. What else? One of the favorites that carried over from my first iteration. This was the first year I was making pins. If you guys remember, this is Purple Haze. This is Sculpey 3. So when I moved over uh, from Sculpey 3 because of the feedback from my team. I do have a team of people who will show, they'll test the pens and they'll tell me and so they indicated to me, obviously this Sculpey 3 was just not sturdy enough and things. So I moved over to Primo and here was the new and improved updated Purple Haze to include the glitter, and the color saturation was a lot more brilliant. I did love this one a little bit more. So, Purple Haze. Purple Haze did return from the first year to the second. Loved it, loved it, loved it. New last year going into the summer. This was definitely a fun pen. This was a curvy gal, so it's a taller pen. And this was called Hot Vegas Night. Hot Vegas Night. Now, just as a reference point, just so you can see the difference. This is the curvy gal, and this is what I call my Palm Pal. It's the signature that started it all off. But you can see the difference in size. That's right. Dawn Marie named it. Hot Vegas Night. I was with her. She was here in Vegas, and I went to see her, and she named it. Ah, isn't it gorgeous? I like the size. But just for size reference, as you can see, it's a little bit longer. So this is a pen that never really fully went into production. And the main reason is because I was just fooling around with scraps. That's the hard part about playing with clay. I have absolutely no idea of what colors I put, and it just ended up being perfect. And it's really fun, but I will let you guys see it. Obviously, it's my own personal. And I would have to go through and just kind of play around with colors. I will, Mom. My mom said I should just start writing them down. You can definitely, because you guys know I like bling. This idea to bling the pen right here, this came from Amanda Stokes, creatively crafty. She said, yeah, just give it a try and try it out. Make it your own. And I did. And I love it. So you guys, I don't know if the camera is showing, if you could see the bling, but it does set it off. This is red. Okay. And pretty colors, right? Pretty. There is absolutely no glitter or anything in here. This is all Primo and it's just brilliant. The color saturation is beautiful. So this was one of my faves. It is a personal pen because I was never able to. And this one right here, I did a little too much drilling on, which is funny. But as you can see, it's a curvy gal, so it's a taller pen. Very comfortable in the hand, though. Very comfortable. Now, I believe these were made as a suggestion from who suggested this? It was either Crystal. Who suggested? Could have been Crystal or Brian. I never got a name for it though. But a Halloween pin or Drea. Drea was the person I was thinking. I couldn't. So Drea, they were all saying you should do a Halloween pin, and they came up with the colors. And the Halloween pin was born. And by the time it was born, Halloween was a week away. So it was never a pin that I could really, kind of market and things like that. So hopefully I'll get an opportunity this year. I'm working on new stuff. As you guys know, I live in the Mojave Desert. It gets really hot here. It's been in the 90s and it is just April. Last year, I think I got to play with my clay up until maybe the end of May going into June. So I'm trying maybe to come up with some new and different ways so I can keep the clay going, the clay play go. um, some pins that I make that are exclusive to the Great Lakes Retreat. It's a pretty pin. I think you guys are tired of it, so I'm gonna have to revamp it. But this is Great Lakes Adventures. Last year, there were leftover pins. That hurts when your product is not the top notch must have product. It hurts. Who has leftover pins? Me. So, Honey Bunny has been doing a great job of using the leftovers as giveaway items. Make sure Honey Bunny is DP Addiction Adventures, in case you guys were wondering. But if you guys see any giveaways, these are definitely a great way to be able to just test them out, see if you like them. Win one. Yeah. So these are Pom Pals. The little pom pom pins are the ones that I make available for giveaways. When I send testers. This year, the testers that I've selected, they will get a pom pal as well as a curvy gal because I'm trying to get a little bit more feedback. Amanda Stokes was my tester who definitely gave me some great feedback on the difference between the two, the pom pal and the curvy gal. So I want to explore that a little bit more. What do you guys think? Hmm? New this year, dedicated to my honey bunny. She has a blinging in the new year collab that she does every year. She invited me. I enjoy it, have so much fun. And so, new this year, I wanted to create a pin that was exclusive to the blinging in the new year. And that's what I call this, blinging in the new year. And all of our, we had prize winners. They definitely got to receive a blinging in the new year pin. Now, this pin right here, I know he didn't. I was going to say, you know what, Mom? Man Bun. Man Bun took I'm going to get him. If you're out there watching, how did I end up with a pom pal blinging in the new year? Huh? Man bun? What occurred? You took the curvy gal? He took the big one. I know he was going to steal. He always steals when he comes. Is that when he stole it? You was sitting out there and he came and sat in your chair. He said, let me see what I can steal. You guys know Man Bun. He's been on the show. He's the blinger that you guys see. He'll bling an entire painting. He doesn't just sprinkle it. So he was over the weekend. We hung out crafting and talking trash. We talk a lot of trash when we get together. But it's so much fun to have someone to craft with, to joke that understands. Blinging the pen is awesome. Oh, thank you. And so he comes over. I know you think it's awesome. Didn't you win one? And so he comes over, and I was out on a patio, and I know that he is going to steal. He says it every time. I can't wait to get him. My son does it also. My son will come out and he'll go shopping through my stash. The ones that I don't want anyone to touch, I do put up so that they're not so accessible. But when it comes to like my pens and all of my stuff, that's here in I call this my studio because it's, my area. So he stole, I'm trying to show you guys the new size, which is the curvy girl, and he took it and left the pom pal. But all of you have seen the pom pal. So we do know where he lives. We're going to go and get him. I'm going to hit him with the pillow and then you hit him with a brick, mama. So this still a little boy, but he wouldn't care. Yeah, that's true. He might have a son in the bed. He don't care. He let me check. So, you know what else he took? I'm going to get him. So that is blinging in the new year. You guys will start to see that up. I love it. The colors really pop. That's one thing I hate is when we show something on the screen, you just don't get a great idea. Yes, that looks translucent. It looks like in some areas you can see through the pin, and that's on purpose. So, yeah. So again, I had a curvy girl. That's a pom pom. That's the smaller size, but I did have one in a curvy girl. And then one of the last pins that I've created is hi Angie. So the one of the last pins I've created. This is new. I was thinking about Italy. I've never been, but Italy has been on my all-time bucket to-do list. And this was just a foray to Italy and a homage. And the colors, just so you're aware, this is a glow in the dark pen. So where you see this cream color, it's not really cream. It can be charged, and if it's left under the light, it will glow in the dark. The glow in the dark does go away, probably in 5 or 7 minutes. So when you first, turn the lights off after you're done diamond painting, and you get up, you can see it's glowing. It does reflect into the green, and you can see a little bit of the green also. Looking for a name on that. Looking for a name. My mom says glowworm, but something that's like, also encompasses my the dream to go to Italy. So that's new for this year. I don't have a name for it, and I wanted to show that because I would love for you guys to help me. In the past, I've had some awesome help from my friends. Um, I haven't retired it, but I haven't brought it back. But this was Tiffany Sanded Beaches. This was fun. This is a like a coral and gold, and then this is a granite and turquoise. And I called it Tiffany Sanded Beaches. Don't ask me what were the well, I was going for coral, but the pink is a bit hard to explain at times. So I did have quite a few of these, and they were really fun. uh, thank you. Let's see what else. Um, let's see. This was one that I made that I've just been on the fence about. This one right here, I called it Emerald Isle, and I was on the fence because it's gorgeous. It really is. But I had the hardest time like drilling too much onto it. I don't know. The clay itself does in some parts look like you can see through it, sort of like how if you're buying acrylic pens, you're seeing through some portion of the glass, but this is clay. And so that's something that's very hard to simulate. But it was fun, definitely fun. And let's see. Another pen that you guys really enjoyed, probably last year's number one seller. Oh, here's another one, but this, uh-oh, I didn't mean to drop that. Probably shouldn't do three things at once. I can do two things at once, just not on camera. So here is the pen again, different. All right, and then probably one of the last pens that um, just took over. Like, I don't know, a lot of people love this one, and this is my Antique Rose. Everyone really enjoyed the Antique Rose pens. It was so popular last year. Which one am I going to remove? Remove this one so you can see the actual colors. Um, Definitely last year's number one seller. Definitely. Appreciate everyone for loving it because I sure there was scraps. They turned out to be scraps. And so I had to, but I had the colors written down that I had used, and I was practicing and just kind of playing around. Some of this stuff, when it cures, it's darker or lighter than when it's in the package. So there are times where you may not know how the product is going to come out. Now, Rebecca gave me, some great insight, and she said, write your recipes down. And so, I've definitely started writing them down and things, what I use to make up this and things like that. Um, lately, this probably last 3 or 4 months, I've been getting a lot of requests like behind the scenes. So I will get like 3 or 4, requests through Messenger, or someone will reach out to me through Instagram. And so you don't see me like trying to stock as much. Um, my Etsy store, because I'm selling about as much, but behind the scenes, I call these like custom orders because they're like, hey, do you still have antique? I would like to buy that antique rose. And, I have another one that looks like ocean breeze, an ocean wave, but it has purple in it. And I call that mermaid's kiss. And so Mermaid's Kiss sold out, but it's just like it's the same colors, and then I added purple to it, and it's like a dark purple. And so I had a few people who were requesting that, and those really were like the colors. I'm just sharing, the projects that I work on, because right now, because it's getting hotter, I'm in clay mode. I'm in clay mode, and I feel bad when I'm not, diamond painting. I feel bad when I'm not cross stitching. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. But, we all go through those moments where we, remove ourselves from one craft and we go over and we practice on another. But I will say that I do have like 1 or 2 days where I diamond paint. It's just not like it's not every Monday. It's not every Thursday, and I'm trying to get that back incorporated. And then some sort of cooling system. Does anyone have any suggestions? Mermaid's Kiss. You like Mermaid's Kiss? It's gorgeous. Yeah, it is. I have a lot of people requesting it. So I had this past week, like 14 or 17, I can't remember, I lost count. So when I'm getting those kind of, numbers behind the scenes, it definitely makes it harder for me to be able to take that time to restock. So if you've heard me talk in the past about, my crafting budget, a lot of people laugh at me. They're like, she has a crafting budget? Yes, because that's what crafting is for me. It's my time to kind of give me some zen and things. As you guys know, I told you at the start of the hour, I was very depressed about my skin condition and the fact that it's getting worse and it's exacerbating and things. And I feel ugly and I don't feel attractive. Man, that's not helping, Mom. Did you hear what she called me, guys? She called me a lizard. She's laughing. But imagine how that makes me feel. See how she does me? You see what I got to deal with, people? She said, stop, lizard. That's not nice. But I do feel like I'm turning it. Look, you can see it's bad. Anyway, I just have been feeling down about that, and I don't like to show it. It's limiting me wanting to. I will. Rebecca said that Botox would be nice. I'm just scared, you know. She said, yeah, Botox would be lovely, but I'm scared. Well, everybody would be scared of something. My face is not pretty. Thank you, Dawn Marie. I love you. She said, I'm beautiful, sister. It is scarring. It's gonna. And I'm putting creams and oils and everything that they're suggesting, guys. It looks bad, and it just looks like somebody took a hot stick and went around and it burned and it's keloiding up. You're so pretty. Did you change soaps? Nope, I don't eat anything. Now I'm scared to. Nothing. My mom does think it's anxiety or stress. So my brother, if you guys know, a lot of you have been there for me behind the scenes, allow me to reach out. My brother has been up and down with his health. And I've been reaching out and doing everything I can. And my mom, she's so worried that I take on too much, emotional, connection and baggage whenever he goes in the hospital. He's in the hospital again right now. So maybe that could be attributed to this flare up. I don't know. But yep, I don't want nothing to happen to you because how am I going to eat? She cooks. She do all the cooking. I said, how I'm going to eat? You do all the cooking. Get in that kitchen. I got you back. You call me a lizard. So, Mom, that wasn't nice. Tammy said, "Oh, you're so pretty. Did you change soaps? Could the skin be reacting to something you are handling and then touching your skin, like your clays, your paints? Stress impacts a lot of things. Hi, you. Stress is a killer. I know. I know. I'm trying. Nope, Honey Bunny is not here. She's probably spending my time with Jude. Go figure. I can see. I can see my gray hair. Becca's in here. Crashly, I think Crashly is getting ready to go. So Nora has a school event and her birthday is tomorrow. So Crashly is working hard. She's getting ready tonight to be so she can be free tomorrow. She checks in, Rebecca. um, and Honey Bunny is probably asleep at this point. I think she's in bed. Dang, you're getting old. There's the gray. I know. Can you look at it? Every time I turn my head, 'cause it's like standing out too. Like, are you serious? That's crazy. Too crazy. Look at that. My 80th gray. And I couldn't see it because I'll go and I'll pluck them in a minute. Oh, Mom! Honey Bunny is here. Oh, my. She is here. She says she's in bed, but she's here. J Rob is in here. She said to tell you, she said, hey, I thought you were asleep. Girl, it's after 11. My mom, I'm not like that, though. Oh, my. It's so bad. Gray at 29. Oh, Billy, I love you. No, he's not here. He was earlier, though. He when it first opened. He's driving. Different food, seasoning, cooking oil. I just hopped on. Mom was saying hi to you and Crashly and Becca, and I told her you were in the bed, and Crashly was trying to get ready for Nora's birthday tomorrow. And guess who was in here, Honey Bunny? Rebecca. So she didn't check in with us, but she said that her internet has been spotty, and she was here. I was so happy. But she sounded like she was having a good time. And sometimes, we let the good time roll. 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 Hey. J Rob says, Mama. Mama wants you to send little man out here. Send him out here. We'll, we'll, she said she'll raise him for you. She, I was talking black saying, what's up, y'all? Ma, I don't say that, do I? I say y'all. I say y'all. I say it sometimes when I'm not aware of it. What's up? I say hola the most. Hola! Hola! Because when we first moved here, I live in Vegas. Vegas is about 3.5 to 4 hours from the Mexico line. And so because of that, oh, we had a good evening watching Lydia's game. They won 5-0. Ooh, little man cheered on his big sis. Oh, tell mama I said hi. Diana's coming back to Vegas, so we're gonna have to sip sip. She coming back. I know. She told me that she missed it. I think she was telling me how she missed it. Oh, he will be spoiled rotten. Let me tell you how spoiled rotten he would be. So this weekend, Man Bun came over and brought his little boy, and he's been telling us for about a year that he's worried that nice Cheryl. He's been telling us that he's worried, about his development. Man Bun is like 5'5", 5'6", and his son is a yeah, he's gonna probably be following in his same footsteps. He may not, grow that tall. And so he's very aware. You can tell the way he interacts that he's older, but mentally older, but he's just very small. And so he comes in with his little self, and he has these little signs and stuff because he's communicating, but people don't understand him. And he's like, he goes to my mom, and he making his own little, words, but this is, hey Nana, I want to eat. And so he's doing this, and my mom is talking back to him. Okay, one moment, let me get you something. And next thing you know, ooh, she had him eating candy. You can't give candy to people's kids. You have to, and she don't care. But it's here. So she's giving a baby candy. My mom, we had went out to eat. We went to, what was it, Boiling Crab? We go to Boiling Crab, and we ate good for lunch. Lunch was like one. We come back here. We've been home for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. He's doing this again, like he giving her baseball umpire signals. And she was like, okay. And she gets up and she goes in the kitchen after we ate such a big meal, and she whip up homemade chicken nuggets and French fries for the little man. And he eating good. He got his jaws and stuff filled up. And she said, now we got to get Jude out here. I'm telling you, honey bunny, I'm telling you, mama is going to spoil him. She going to spoil him. She going to have him confusing Lydia with his little signals. He gonna give her a name. She's going to have a food symbol for him. He going to do like this. And it's, she said she's going to have little Jude calling her mama. He's smart. He knows who's the boss. Uh, Give the beautiful lady a thumbs up. Jude is a sweetheart. Yes, he is. Guess what I bought for this weekend for little man? Did you get him a swimming trunks? Are you guys thinking about um putting him in the pool and some water yet? I think that should be next. I hope 2024 to fly out there. I'm starting to say, oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. You gonna bring him with you? Bring him with you. Oh. That is right. She bought him batteries for his Christmas gift. He's starting to try and roll and lift himself up. That's a good thing. So he'll be playing, and she's bought him some batteries. He's gonna have fun. He's gonna drive you crazy. I can't wait. If you hit me when we get to the retreat, hit me in this right arm, not the left arm. The right arm can take it. The left arm will probably fall off. I got arthritis right in here. It's bad. It's really bad. So I'm that friend, guys. If you have a little baby, I feel like The noise is so fun to them, and making it. We used to have, when my kids were little, my ex-husband hated this, but we had this segment during the week where it's like get your frustrations out. And I felt like the kids have a right to feel frustrated also. And my husband, he didn't agree. No, they don't have no right to be frustrated. They're not going to work. They get everything given to them. They get toy time, snack time, eat time. And I'm like, that's not the point. Something that I say to them, like, no, you can't have that, may frustrate them. So I wanted to teach them that it's okay to feel frustrated and to kind of get it out and then move on from there so they can learn from it and grow from it. So we got our frustrations out in the greatest way. We would go in, we had this one room that was just dedicated to just playing. It was also like a spare bedroom if someone came to stay. But we had the arrow raised mattress, and everybody was coming to our house just to try the raised mattress out. We had people, cousins, my cousin and her husband. We had two or three on my side, two or three on my husband's side. They would just come, oh, we'll be over this weekend just to try the raised air mattress out. It was beautiful, very comfortable, very firm. Anyway, this was the room where we could get our frustrations out. We had, toys in there. It was just like a zen, a relaxation room. So the kids could go in there. We would close the door, and the things that they would do would just be scream. Let's scream. Let's put our feet up and let's, we're just going to scream and just get it out. And he hated every bit of it. And then after we got our screaming out, we went downstairs. Everything was fine and normal. We'd have a lot of fun, chit chatting. We would always have family forum after that. My dad created what was known as family forum. And that was our opportunity as we were getting older. It started when we were probably fourth grade, I think. And it was the opportunity once a week where we could say, you know what, Dad, I didn't like how whatever, whatever. And we talked about it, we got it out. And then he would maybe explain his why. And then we would move on from there. So I loved family forum. It got to the point when we were getting older and things like that. We didn't look forward to it as much. So my dad tried to infuse, a little bit more fun. We would have our family forum, and then we would have like family game night. That was a lot of fun and stuff. And then we took it up the next notch. And instead of having my aunt who used to cook things like Brussels sprouts. She loved them and I hated them. And my aunt would always, cook our dinner for us on Saturday or Sunday. She would cook maybe. I hated it. But she would do Brussels sprouts. And my dad started doing pizza or subs or something for family for him. And that was a lot of fun. But we would just, basically get our fries. I didn't like how you showed up after school. You embarrassed me. Don't come up there yelling at me. Don't do me like that. Obviously it didn't go like that. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what it was designed to do. Mama, right now, Jude can eat green beans, carrots, and sweet potatoes. No candy or nuggets yet. Yeah, she would have him tearing up sweet potatoes. She loves sweet potatoes. She would cut them up, and she probably had a little seasoning. She loved her seasoning. And then she would deep fry them, and she'd be handing him the little sticks. Here, baby, try that. And then you say, what did he eat today? He ate very healthy. He had potatoes. She would leave out all the fried and all the, yeah, that's the report you'll get. Just gonna videotape it and send. So yeah, that was our family forum night. We got to once a week just kind of get it out. And instead of stealing too much from my dad, I did add the aspect of screaming. I say that because if you sent Jude here once a week when he came back home, he would be screaming at you and you wouldn't know why. but it would be because he's getting out his frustration. You didn't give him nuggets like my mom did. You didn't deep fry the sweet potatoes. So once a week, he would scream at you. Oh, that's fun. That's all I got though. So I just wanted to kind of share tonight with you guys with why you don't see me diamond painting and what I'm doing. I'm actually behind Tim said, of course we would bring Jude. Oh my gosh. So when you guys are going to the shows, we'll have Jude. You guys can go see Blue Man. We'll have Jude. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Make sure you guys do a late show. We'll get Jude. We'll have some, fun. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun, fun, fun. Oh, well, I was just sharing with you guys because, like I said, I feel like my clay time this year is limited. On top of my clay time being so limited, again, I am getting a lot of the custom orders, and it's a lot of fun, but it does take the time that I would normally have, like diamond painting and things like that, away. So I'm not really restocking, even though I should be. With my craft budget, I do have show us your clay. I did. Which clay do you want to see? You want to see the clay? Sorry, it's in my hand. Hold. I don't know if you guys want to. That is one of my clay drawers. It is just to kind of give you a reference of how far down it goes. I don't know if you could see how many shelves or levels. Okay, if you can see that, let me bring it up. There are, I think, I don't know, probably of these, maybe 5 more rows, probably 5 more rows of clay. And this is my clay. I have 3 drawers of clay. So as you can see, 3 drawers. Oh, I think I'm doing too much. So 3 drawers here. These are for diamonds. Oh, it stopped. I'm sorry, I didn't know it stopped. One moment. So as you guys can see, sorry about that. These are my drawers. 3 drawers here, 3 drawers here. Here's my business in a bag. Keep a lot of my diamond paintings in here. Here's my vacuum. I think everybody should have a vacuum. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. New this year for all of my pen orders are polishing cloths. Let me show you guys. Polishing cloths. So all of my orders get a polishing cloth to kind of polish off, and I have 2 different colors. I tried to find, this is like a mint green, a bluish mint green. And I was trying to find purple. I find that those 3 colors are the ones that most of the people always are asking about. So I was going to, hopefully you guys see that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 drawers full of clay. So hopefully that, no DP. I got something in my eye. I think it's an eyelash. I put on mascara on my top eyelash. I think that's what's going in. Okay, that sounds cool. How many packs make a pen? It depends. I try to use 4 packs, and then they're quartered. So they're quartered. It just all depends. The reason why it depends is because they all have a different consistency. This is an old Primo Accents, and then I try and keep them stored in cool, dry place so that they stay, they're not hard to the touch. They're soft. They're still squishy. But even with that said, some of the clays just have a different consistency, and so it does impact the number. But 4 packs of, like let me give you an example. Here's a turquoise. Here's a pearl. These are just, I've never used these colors together, but I'm just kind of throwing them in right now for good measure. What's another? Okay, and green. I don't usually make pins out of souffle. I play with souffle, but this is just for reference. So these are 4, and I would cut each in 4, and so that would be 4 different sets. And then depending, I would hope to get 3 or 2 out of each quarter, depending on the consistency of the pin. You like the glowworm? Oh my. Somebody, she's behind little, or I'm behind on the chat. Princess Tia's new glow in the dark pen. She's waiting for a name for her new pen. I I think it's mine. she she wins a lot of pins, Tammy. Oh my, the glowworm. That's the glowworm. My adventures in Italy. This is the part right here that glows, and then this right here. But the green also glowed. I had a couple of these, and like I said, don't let your friend Man Bun come for a visit. He will definitely. He fell in love with the blinging in the new year. He took the um curvy girl, the larger size one. I had made a larger size. Think your glow dipping glowworm pen is going to be big. You do? I'm going to be dreaming about that pen. Huge smile on my face. Really? Oh, that makes me feel really good. It came out so beautiful. Like I was really thinking that the green, I didn't think it would come out this beautiful. And then with this pink, I don't know, it's just a perfect combination. They came out really nice. So it is my favorite, and I love that it does glow in the dark. That one is so gorgeous. Blinging in the new year. How do I order a blinging in the or any pin? Well, usually, Honey Bunny, it's when I restock and open my Etsy store. But I've been getting so many requests behind the scenes through Instagram and Messenger that's how I've been selling mostly. I do have, which I had touched on, that's why I was showing, I do have a part-time assistant for the summer. It's going to be my daughter. And my mother is waiting. She's buying up snacks. She said this is going to be a catastrophe waiting to happen, but she is here for it. I don't necessarily think that, but my daughter is not a crafter. And because of that, I thought it might be a good idea because, I would show her and that would be, but my mom thinks she's not going to want to do it and she's going to skip steps and things. And so I may have to just do grunt work for her. We'll see. But I thought it was a good way to get caught up on the inventory and then to be able to move like the customs that I get behind the scenes over to Etsy because I failed to get on Etsy. If I get 10 pin requests in a week, then those are 10 orders that could have come through Etsy. But for the most part, I am having fun and things. So we'll see. Please put one of those pins on the side for me, a pre order. I will. Oh, That one is gorgeous. Blinging in the New Year. That one is gorgeous. The funny thing is the reason why Man Bun stole the curvy gal is because he was like, I need you to make me a pin that's got a little black, a little cream, a little gold, and he said one other. And I said, I already have a pin like that. He was like, You do? I said, Yeah. I created it for Honey Bunnies Blingy in the New Year. And then I showed him. I told him he could test this one. I was like, I have two. I have a Pom Pal and I have a larger one, a Curvy Gal. So ask me why I can't find the Curvy Gal. And then my mom busted on him and said, Yeah, he's over in your studio. I get a lot of people when they come, they want to sit here and they look through all of my stuff. He's looking at my curing box. I got a resin curing box. He's looking at all of that stuff. And he was like, I'm just going to steal something. But by the time I came back in, I was on the patio and I came back in and we were drinking. That's what happened. I was, what do they call it? Uninhibited. So I was on the patio and I was trying to drink away from the kids. He had brought his kids with him. And so, yeah, he stole yours. Exactly. Um, and yeah, so I don't know. I was none the wiser. I kind of had a feeling because he was coming from over here, but I thought he was getting his little boy. And he didn't. And he took it. So other than that, I've had a good time tonight. Thank you guys for helping me. I had a flare up today and I just was really down. I was like, I'm getting so ugly. Ugh. And hopefully we will figure out what this is. But I definitely know it's not eczema. That medicine they gave me, I thought I was going to die. I was like this, ah! I thought my head was on fire. What? Ah! Oh, it's burning, it's burning, it's burning. Take it off, take it off. So you can't do everything they tell you. Whoo, it's burning. And then it burbled up and it was like dark red. And it just hits me right here, up around the hairline. And it comes over here. And then right here. And it looks like someone took a hot poker and just started tracing on my face. So hopefully we will continue on. But the next thing that they were saying is maybe it's rosacea. And I have a friend with that. So I was talking to her, but hers are in her cheeks. And so mine, I just have the one, and then it just comes up right here. Just it. It's not on both sides. Yeah. But I feel so ugly. Oh, I don't want people to be scared to give me a hug. But that's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. Was like, oh. And then I took this cold rag and I had it sitting there. You would think I had a headache. I had this cold rag sitting across, and when I took it off, it was like all the skin it turned white, and then it started peeling. And so that's why it looks red. It just kind of peels like, oh, it's getting worse. And it was like coming into my part. I wear my hair in a part. I try to. I try to. So, but maybe I'll do something different to hide it. Do I have a clamp? Maybe I'll do something different to hide it. Where's my barrette? And then you won't see it, right? Maybe. Yeah, I'm still showing her, mommy. I'm about to go. I'm gonna make my mom kiss it. Alrighty. I'm sorry. Yep, I'm about to go. Poor Tia. Was it like a chemical peel? Must wear your tiara. I do keep my tiara handy, but I haven't felt like wearing it because I haven't been pretty enough to. See. Okay, Mama. So hopefully that makes me feel a little better. I feel like it highlights it. Maybe I should get bangs. No, I don't want bangs. that's that's like a lot of maintenance. uh, There you go, girl. Was it like a chemical peel? So I don't. It just flared up. I was out. My brother was back in the hospital. I was worrying, and my mom was like, maybe it could be, stress related. So I don't know. It just flared up though. Maybe try to keep your hair like off my face. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Maybe it's my hair gel. Huh? I don't know. It looks good though, right? Besides the gray hair that we saw, like the hair gel is good. It's movement. It's not real stiff. Oh, that would be horrible if it is. I hadn't thought about that. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. We'll explore that. Maybe I'll tell the doctor and he'll see. But the hair gel would have to get down. We'll see. I'm going to try that. That's a good suggestion. Good place to end. Thank you guys for coming out and helping me work through. I know it's superficial and that there's a lot more in the world that is going on. But, for my little small moment, it did impact me. I'm not going to cry anymore. Yes, I was crying. Like I'm getting ugly. I'm getting old. I'm going to be 30 soon. That was the argument, though. If the gel is new, could very well be, um, or a mixture has changed. I think the mixture might have changed. I think there was something online about that. They say something about they were canceling certain curly girl products. Like we're not supposed. I don't usually try and follow that stuff. Like I don't follow cancel culture and things like that. I don't jump on the bandwagon of those things. So I just treat people how I want them. My baby is here. Guys, say hello to Tiara. Look at her. Hi, T. How are you? I was sharing with everybody. Mommy had another flare up, baby. And I feel so ugly. But I've worked through it. I'm here on live tonight. So I'll get through it. It's superficial. Oh, goodness. Here she go. Trying to steal my crowd. My daughter is into this couponing now, guys. She's gonna come home for the summer and she's gonna probably have laundry detergent stacked up to the cloud to the ceiling. Anyway, I'm about to go on that note. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming out. Have a good night, okay? Bye.